restaurants and charming boutiques, to its breathtaking outdoor escapes and historic estates, the 518 offers a lifestyle unlike any other. It's the energy, the people, and the experiences that make the capital region truly unforgettable. Welcome to Selling the 518, the Hometown Edition. I'm your host, Rebecca Cavalieri, and today we're exploring some of the vibrant new businesses in the town where I spent my childhood. So let's jump in, where real estate meets lifestyle and every moment tells a story. Here with Anthony Bergella, owner of Anthony's by Romo's. Anthony, thanks so much for meeting with me today.
Yeah.
Can you tell me, who is Anthony? How did you get into the restaurant business? What's the backstory here?
Yeah, so for almost 16 years ago, I just kind of took a chance on owning my own business. I had zero pizza experience, zero restaurant experience. For whatever reason, was like, this is going to be easy and I'm going to do it and everything's going to be great.
Was it easy?
No. Luckily for me, I had a few uncles that had been in the business previously. So I had bought an existing pizzeria that was, shutting down almost. I was going to keep everything the way that they were doing it because I know what I was doing. And one day, probably a week or so before we were going to open, my uncles came in and were like, you can't do what this guy's doing. He's closing for a reason. We're going to show you what we know and what we learned, through our, days in the pizza industry. And then you just take it from there. I moved around a little bit within the plaza that we were in. And now 15 years later, we have our second spot. I always wanted people to experience pizza fresh out of the oven the way that it should be. Having a standalone restaurant offering that style is something that I always wanted and, worked towards. And when the opportunity presented itself, I jumped on it.
I can't even tell you how happy and excited I am to not only see this iconic location open again, but to see what an amazing place you've turned this into for people to visit. Thank you so much, and thank you for doing this interview.
Yeah, thank you for having me. We're very excited to be here.
What do you say we go see what Dylan's cooking over at the Pretty All Right Breakfast Club?
Let's go, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. Order up. I'm here with Dylan Longton, owner of the Pretty All Right Breakfast Club. So Dylan, you've been open for about a year now. How's business?
Business has been incredible. We have been still lines out the door mostly every single day. At least a couple hundred people. Weekends, it's even harder to get in.
Wow.
But the support has been unreal. We've just been handling the masses that have been coming in. Again, such good positive reviews and support from the community, and just seeing that outlook and the outcome of all that just keeps me going, doing it more.
Yeah, well, and I heard you recently won some awards too, right?
Yeah, we won Rising Star Chef, Albany Food and Wine Festival, the first breakfast guy to ever get in there. So
oh, wow.
Pretty honored for that. Got my first little chefy coat that we got hanging up. And then we just won the best new restaurant in the Capital Region for the Palms Union. The second best breakfast sandwich too, so come get the second best breakfast sandwich at the first best new restaurant in the Capital Region in 2024, yeah.
Wow, that's incredible and well-deserved. I mean, your food is amazing. So are you still streaming on TikTok every day? For those of you who don't know, Dylan has a massive following on TikTok.
Yeah, every day that we're working, it's the camera's still rolling, just to give everybody the show of what brought us here, what brought us to make the Breakfast Club. Because I was working for somebody else, and through the power of TikTok, I was able to come to have my own restaurant. So yeah, I let it roll every day for everybody to keep keep on watching.
Dylan, thanks so much for meeting with me today and for the breakfast and the cooking lesson. Everything was delicious.
Awesome. Thank you for coming. Always a pleasure. And I got one more thing.
What's that?
You got to pay.
So tell me all about Chris Martell. Where are you from? How did you get into brewing in the restaurant business?
Sure. I grew up in Ballston Spa with two brothers. Me and my brothers were, well, not avid, but we were home brewers. We made stuff in our garage. We thought it was good. It certainly had quite a kick to it. You know, the taste was always a little bit off, but we kind of parlayed that into starting a brewery in food. 2008 to 2010, the business plan for Druthers was hatched, and we just started kind of on that journey.
And how many locations do you have now?
We have 4 Druthers locations, and then we also have Blackbird as well. If there is an overarching theme to our menu, I think it's the concept of comfort food, like elevated comfort food.
So what's your most popular beer on the menu?
It's really a tie between All-In IPA and Golden Rule Blonde. And then these are 2 of our original beers. I think the blonde appeals to folks who in a lot of our spaces, we don't offer like domestic products. So if you're a Coors drinker or a Bud drinker or Stella, whatever it be, I think you gravitate towards something lighter, and that blonde tends to be lighter. But if you're a craft beer drinker looking for a solid craft beer, some of our hazy IPAs can come within range of the All-In, but the All-In has been with us since we opened in 2012, and it remains our most popular beer.
Well, what do you say we head over to Northern Barrel and see Chuck Rosenstein?
That would be great.
All right.
Perfect.
I'm here with Chuck Rosenstein, owner of Northern Barrel. Chuck, I thought you were a real estate attorney. How did you go from being a real estate attorney to being the owner of Northern Barrel?
Let's see. Well, after 35 years of practicing real estate law in this area, I was looking for a change and, well, what else to do but start a bar and restaurant, right? Right, Rebecca? Yeah.
So how did it go from being a dream to being a reality?
Well, we're still in the dream states. That's what I like to tell my wife, Michelle. But yeah, reality has set in. The restaurant business is one hard business. Ran a law firm of a decent size for 35 years, and now, you know, got to worry about the front of the house, back of the house. But it's something that I've always wanted to do. Just really enjoy craft beer, love good upscale pub food, and that's what we've tried to produce for our local patrons. Ever since Smitty's closed down, there was a void here. We love all our patrons, but we love seeing our regulars come in. Very glad that we could do this for the local community. Without question, we are a family-friendly restaurant. We really enjoy seeing the young people with their children or grandparents bring their kids in. We have games for them, so we really love when we see the families come in. Everybody is welcome here. We're the local Tavern. We have fantastic burgers, fantastic wings, chicken sandwiches. My wife, Michelle, who's in the kitchen now, they call her the salad queen because her salads are so fantastic. So people looking for good food, good craft beer, those are the people who we enjoy seeing coming in as much as possible.
So what is something unique about Northern Barrel?
Oh, absolutely. So all the bar seats that we have here, 1 through 14, are numbered.
Okay.
Every time a train goes by, we have a wheel behind the bar, and we spin that wheel, and if their seat number comes up, they win a prize. And I will tell you, people will sit here for 2, 3, 4 trains to come by because they want to win a prize. $1 off beer, $2 off beer, high five the bartender. They just really enjoy that game, and we really enjoy playing it here at Northern Barrel.
Yeah, that sounds like so much fun. I gotta check that out too.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today, Chuck. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Rebecca. It's great to have you here.
So we're here with all the local restaurant owners from Voorheesville. So do you guys know each other?
I'll take a stab at this one. I met Chuck and Anthony today. I've known Dylan since, like 2012. Dylan did a lot of, I think the first time we started hanging out, you were doing the drone stuff.
Yeah.
All the block party, the drone footage, the photography, the videos. And then Dylan and his group, I think of a lot of folks from Voorheesville. Dylan represented Druthers a few different times in amateur hockey leagues. So he would always come up with these wacky designs for hockey and stuff. But yeah, just meeting a lot of this group for the first time today.
So Dylan, you grew up in Voorheesville. How would you say the social scene compares now from when you were growing up?
I mean, growing up here, there really wasn't much of a social scene. I mean, we had one restaurant that was Smitty's, and then it fell. Eventually, got sold, and then there was nothing for years and years. And then Chuck came around. He started the first sit-down restaurant during 2022. And that's when the kind of Voorheesville just started popping up, seeing everybody again. When there's no restaurant or anything, you don't see the faces you see out on your regular day.
It's kind of incredible what that initial investment does when someone takes the risk, in a small town and others see that it works. So,
right.
In a lot of ways, Chuck, you started one that turned to four, and it's kind of crazy.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's something I know. We live 1.3 miles down the road, and we knew, hey, this place needs something.
Yep.
And I was ready to make a transition out of 30 years of practicing law, and I didn't think hard enough. And I said, what about a restaurant? Hey, maybe that'll make sense. So, but been very lucky, and we've been 3 years, and so far so good. And people also ask us, hey, are you concerned about the other restaurants coming in? We're like, no, not at all. They're going to bring people to the area. People are going to come find them. They'll find us, and it's going to be good for all of us.
I think it's been great. We had a lot of buzz when, it was known that we were coming out here. The former Smitty's had so much nostalgia to that building, and people were just excited to have something back. And when we opened up, we kind of got bum rushed a little bit, and there was a wait and things like that. But, like Chuck alluded to earlier, when there's so many things out here, somebody might show up and there might be a wait, and they're like, hey, we're going to go check out Barrel. We're going to go check out Druthers, we'll be back another day. And we've heard that so many times, and, that's great for everybody.
Since you guys are all restaurant owners, I'm wondering if any of you can tell me the difference between a lunchbox and a launchbox.
I haven't used a
idea.
lunchbox in a long time. I've never heard of the launch, so.
A lunchbox feeds your belly, and a launchbox feeds your bank account. And now we're going to blast off to the Launchbox and check out the first co-warehousing space in the capital region. And now it's time to think inside the box. Let's head inside and see what co-warehousing looks like. I'm here with Jeff Morrell, the principal here at the Launchbox. Jeff, co-warehousing is a relatively new concept. What inspired you to bring this hybrid model of warehouse and workspace to the capital region?
Thanks, Rebecca. First, we're very thrilled to welcome you here today to Launchbox. Traditional warehouse occupancies peaked at nearly 100% in the capital region over the past few years. And while that number has softened a bit, there are still relatively few locations in the capital region where business owners can grow out of their basements, their garages, their self-storage units, and that really limits their growth. On the other hand, warehouse suites here at Launchbox are available for terms as short as 6 months. So members, they can really add space as they need, and our pricing is all inclusive. Launchbox provides private, individually locking warehouse suites from as small as 150 square feet up, and each suite is equipped with keypad access, electrical outlets, and it's customized with that member's logo. But Launchbox members also have access to numerous shared spaces, including a 3-bay loading dock, a photo studio, meeting rooms with conference tech, showers, a co-working cafe, and of course, lots of parking. Launchbox is accessible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and the facility is fully climate controlled, so it's comfortable year-round. We've got everyone from small online retailers and distributors to makers and manufacturers, creative industries, service providers, small contractors, but it's not just smaller businesses. We have larger companies looking to establish a toehold in our market because they want to be closer to regional industries like semiconductor. They want to be closer to our education and research centers, and also, frankly, to our shipping lanes. Launchbox is located right off exit 4 of Interstate 87. And of course, we're right next door at Albany International Airport. So Launchbox really is a solution for anyone that makes, manipulates, stores, or ships product.
I'm here with Matt Carroll, owner of Dynamic Electrical Systems. Matt, what is Dynamic Electrical Systems? Tell me about your business.
So we are commercial industrial electricians out of local Union 236 in Albany. We are considered inside wiremen, which is basically anything after utilities connection we are responsible for.
Okay, and do you have an area that you specialize in within that?
I would say anything that requires power and controls. We do a lot of pump stations, wastewater treatment plants, cooling towers, basically anything that has a pump and a motor.
Oh, cool.
You would be the call.
So what made you decide to move your business to the Launchbox?
I think it came to the point where we acquired too many tools and materials to keep in our garages anymore. It can be a big step for any small business to finally make that leap. We looked a lot, but Launchbox checked all of the boxes, and we couldn't be happier here. Well,
thank you so much for doing this interview with me today. It's so great to learn all about your business. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
I'm here with Christy Venter, owner of Healthy Me Living. Christy, what is Healthy Me Living?
It is a healthy snack subscription box that goes out every month with 8 to 10 curated, better-for-you snacks that rotates each month, so you get a variety that gets delivered to your door each month.
Oh, that's so cool. And what made you decide to do this?
I started as a certified holistic health coach when my kids were little, and I was trying to figure out what to feed them and the best foods, and it ended up growing into a healthy vending machine business.
Wow.
And I had that in multiple machines in the area, and I was getting requests from outside the area to put machines, and I couldn't expand any further than my minivan could take me. And so I was trying to think of how I could, provide the service to more areas. This way, with the healthy snack boxes, this came about because I can provide these to all across the US and Canada. And so I don't need to have a physical machine, but everyone can sample all these healthy snacks.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you so much for meeting with me.
Thank you. It was great.
Whether you're looking to scale up or streamline your business, Launchbox is ready to blast you into the future. I'm here with local real estate attorney, Patrick Moore. Patrick, I just showed some incredible co-warehousing space at the Launchbox. Can you tell me what are some things a potential tenant for commercial space might consider when signing a lease?
A couple things. First off is price. How much is your monthly obligation, including your base rent, and what obligations there comes with CAM? So your typical commercial lease will include an obligation to pay a proration or portion of your taxes, your insurance, and community expenses, so property expenses. So that's a big item. Another item is how long the term is for the contract and what options are considered part of that term. So your standard commercial lease in the capital region can be anywhere from 5 years to 10 years with options to renew for another 5 to 10 years. And sometimes those commercial leases come with options of right of first refusal for a purchase or even an option to purchase.
Thank you so much for speaking with me today, Patrick. Having an experienced real estate attorney on your side, whether you're purchasing or selling a property, commercial or residential in the capital region, is integral to making sure that you have a successful closing. So if you're thinking about buying or selling, make sure you give Patrick a call. They say there's no place like home, and today's your lucky day because I'm going to give you a look inside the house that I grew up in. Let's go check this place out. Hi! Meet my parents, Mike and Patty Cavalieri.
Hi!
So Dad, you guys built this house back in 1981. What did a log cabin kit cost back then?
Oh, back when we signed the contract in early '81, The cost for this package was $26,000.
Oh, wow. I know. So I looked up what it would cost to build a log cabin kit today, and it was between $500,000 and $600,000.
Wow. It's a lot of work because I still had my daytime job to do, and we had a brand new baby, and living in a two-room apartment at my parents' house. It was a challenge.
How long did it take you to actually build the house?
About 7 months.
Oh, wow.
It was challenging. It was a great time. We had so many people that came to help, and I would be the food wagon sometimes, bringing out food from meals and stuff like that so they could all work and keep going.
So what was it like moving to Voorheesville after having lived in Albany your whole life?
Oh, it was wonderful. Nice and quiet. There was very little traffic.
It was a lot more freedom to do things with kids. You didn't have to worry so much. You know, the roads were quiet. You guys could ride your little bikes down there and stuff like that, which was, you know, it was different for me because I was used to the city and I'd walk to wherever I wanted to go, and everything was a drive now. So that was a little getting used to, but it was okay.
What are some of your favorite memories from raising your family in this house?
Well, it was our home, and we all shared everything together. It was, we had all the parties were here for graduations, for communions, and we would have well over 100 people roaming around here, and we'd be cooking for everybody.
Just all the fun things, like how everyone would support each other when you went to, like, you kids were all in all the sports. Every game you went to, you know, the parents were all there cheering the kids on, and everybody was cheering for everyone else's kids too. Everybody wanted everyone to succeed and do well, and a lot of support.
Some of my favorite memories of the home that I grew up in include swimming in the pool, sledding and learning how to snowboard on my black snow in the backyard. I used to love playing basketball in the driveway until my sister backed her car into it and knocked it over. My favorite window to sneak out of at night. We're gonna have to see if I can still do it. We'd have so much family over. There was always just a lot of family gathering here, whether it was a holiday, someone's birthday, a christening, communion. Another one of my favorite memories is when my dad added all the stone to the fireplace in the living room. I had come home from traveling and he found out that I was pregnant, and he was so stressed out that that was his stress relief. So that fireplace is always dedicated to my daughter, Daylin. I hope you enjoyed the glimpse into my childhood home and the cherished memories I have from growing up there. And a big thank you to my mom and dad for putting up with me. I'm here with Jessica Bray, our mortgage expert from Homestead Funding at Blackbird's Tavern. Jessica, thank you for joining me. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for having me.
So, Jess, I feel like a lot of buyers and agents will commonly confuse the words pre-approval and pre-qualification. Can you tell me what the difference between the two is?
Sure. A pre-qualification is the bare minimum. Really, nobody should be out looking for a house without at least that, which says, hey, I've talked to my bank, they've looked at my credit, I've told them my income, and they think I qualify for X. And it's basically giving them a budget guide, making sure they're eligible for a loan. Then there's pre-approval, which is the next level. That's really going to give you a full underwrite. So they're turning in their credit report, they're giving all their pay stubs, their bank statements, really everything that's going to be needed for their mortgage.
Well, if you're looking to buy a house in the capital region, Jessica Bray should be your #1 phone call, because she knows what she's doing and she's going to get you the very best rate. All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thanks, you too.
And now we're going to meet with some of our local heroes at the Voorheesville Fire Department. These people put their lives on the line, knowing that saving someone else could cost them their own life. Not only that, but they volunteered to do this to keep our community safe. Let's head inside and meet with Paul Duncan, the second assistant chief. I'm here with Paul Duncan, the second assistant fire chief here at the Voorheesville Fire Department. Paul, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today.
You're welcome.
So what can you tell me about the history and the mission of the Voorheesville Fire Department?
So the department was created in 1902, and it's here basically to support and protect the village of Voorheesville.
Okay.
We're not a private entity, we're actually owned by the village. So therefore we're effectively employees of the village, but we're here to actually just protect all the residents within the confines of the village.
Can you share a day on the job that reminds you why, even though this job is really dangerous, it's so important?
For me, the one that sticks in my mind, even though I've been to a few structure fires and other incidents, has to be the one in Crumkill 2 years ago. Unfortunately, it didn't have the desired outcome. But as we were going to the scene, that's not what was in our minds. Our minds were to get there and to try and preserve life, save life. And everybody worked together. I know 7 departments there working to do that.
Wow.
It was a tough day, and it still is a tough day for a lot of people, not just within our department.
So I know the fire department is all volunteer, but how are you funded?
So we're, like I said, we're a village entity. So our budget comes through the village.
Okay.
So every year the chief sits down and he has to come up with a proposal for a budget for the department, and then that goes to the village, they vote on it, and then 9 times out of 10 it's ratified and everything's good. We do fundraising events for the department, but not just for the department. Some of that money is also given to other charities locally.
And how quickly do you have to put all that gear on?
So, if you are being tested for state, which you do in Firefighter 1, whether it's B4 or interior firefighting, 2 minutes.
So Paul, show me what it looks like when you're getting ready for a call.
So when you get a call, your page will go off. You'll come to the department in a safe manner. As soon as you come in, you don't have to report anywhere else. You just come straight to your bunker locker, and then you proceed to put your bunker gear on. We have the equipment set up today as if you were doing a Firefighter 1 turnout gear test, which is 2 minutes. So right now we're going to have Rebecca and Jason go through this. I'll time them, and we'll give the times at the end to see how they get on. 3, 2, 1, go. Two minutes, 42 seconds for Rebecca, which for her first time is actually really good. That's not bad. So Voorheesville Fire Department is fully volunteer. We don't have any paid firefighters, so it's all from the community. We're always looking for new members. A lot of fire departments are struggling for members right now. So if you do want to join the fire department, whether it's Voorheesville or the department in your district, please go and get an application form, submit it to the fire department. Jason here is our representative who looks at new applications and interviews the new people. And if you're successful, you'll become one of the members of the fire department, become part of the family.
Paul, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate everything that you and the fire department does.
No problem, anytime.
Thanks everyone for watching today. And if you'd like to have your home or business featured on Selling the 518, please reach out to me. Until next time, I'm your local real estate expert and host of Selling the 518, Rebecca Cavalieri.